Wonderful. Okay, I buzzed through this once, and it didn't record. So I'll go through again, try my best to replicate it. Okay, so my project's called Everyone Has a Story. It's going over the book The People Painter, which I'll get into here in a moment. The idea of this lesson is just to give students an opportunity to voice themselves through a creative aspect, uh, whether that be themselves, someone they know, a historical figure. And a great thing about this is it's very flexible. You can do it in a individual setting. You can do it in a group setting, and there's a lot of like impactful conversations that come out of it. So it's I'm very proud of the lesson in that way. It obviously has its faults, but all in all, it's a great lesson to implement into your class. So why The People's Painter? This is one of my favorite books. It has some very heavy, impactful lessons in the book that come across in a gorgeous way because the illustrations are beautiful. It's an easier read, and like I said, it touches on these very sensitive subjects, but has a great way of conveying that in a school friendly, in an age appropriate way. As for the key topics in the book, it follows Ben as he immigrates with his family to America um, after facing terrible mistreatments. And the bigger thing that we'll talk about shortly after is how what he wanted to do when he got here. His parents wanted him to kind of live the pull yourself up by the bootstrap American lifestyle, but he wanted to do art and calligraphy, and that segues right here. So that's another really big piece of this art project is talking about how people express themselves in different ways and how there's so many different facets for students to kind of be themselves and in a way to express themselves. Um, so that first picture up top is doing exactly that. He's practicing calligraphy even when he was told not to. He was told go to a job and start working. So that's what this project's about: is expressing yourself in a way that you want to, not leaving that behind. The picture under it goes along with this kind of second part of this is a family. Like you can do this about someone that's important to you, a famous figure, whatever it may be. If you just want to share their story, that's what this project's for. The third one is once again is a portrait. So it's either self-portrait, portrait of someone. So that was more just to kind of give some ideas about what this could look like depending on who you're going to deal with. Some of the guiding questions we'll do while working in the unit is how do you express yourself? There's tons of different ways. Maybe that is art, maybe it's sports, maybe it's just going for a walk and exploring nature. There's tons of different ways, and that can show up in their art. Secondly, is who is someone that you care deeply about. This will impact how they tell that story. If they just have a surface level of what they want to do, that doesn't really come out, and they can't share more about them. So picking an important person to them, a public figure that they look up to, will kind of deepen the knowledge of this unit. Lastly is how would you feel if you had to leave that all behind, leave that passion behind, that person behind, and then they'll kind of get a glimpse into the life of what an immigrant experiences when coming to America. How I intend to use the book are in all those ways. Connect leaving America, coming to a new unfamiliar space, all in with subjects from the book. So it's a great read in that way. Tons of different awesome topics that'll help kind of grow that deeper connection. The who, why, how. So this is a portrait unit, so they will be working with tons of different materials. As for who, like I said, famous person, someone they have a deep connection to. Why? To share that story, get that out there in the world, that they're more than just a person. And how is I'll have tons of different resources for them, and they can bring those in. If they're a nature lover, they can go pick leaves and make something out of that. If they want to do sports, maybe use a baseball sleeve or something like that. So they have a way to express themselves in all the different facets. So it's a very flexible unit in that way. I'd love to give you guys a lesson plan if you want to take a deeper look at it. But as for now, that's what this project is. Thank you guys.